gentlemen. This is a show called Ordinary People Doing Extraordinary Thing, and we're here with our special guest, Minister
Jedediah.
Jedediah. Oh gosh. All right. And she did a song called Testimony.
Yeah.
And we spoke about the first song, so let's get a little bit of this one, because that first song had too much of a story.
Yeah. Actually, I think after that story to tell, most of my songs are purely based on what God has done. I won't have much to say on this particular song. In 2019, towards the end, in 2019, I launched my album, and a few weeks later, I graduated. But after that, immediately after that, I fell sick. And I was so sick, like for 8 months, I was bedridden. And after that time, up to this day, I have this pain that only God can understand, because even myself, I do not understand anymore, but I let it to God, and I want to testify because God is faithful. If He did it at first, I know He's going to do it again and again. So testimony basically is, I'm just testifying. I am an orphan, grown up with people around me. I really appreciate family, friends, my dad's family, my mother's family, for always being there, supporting me, taking care of me. But I would admit and attest to one thing, that it has not been easy. It hasn't been easy. So if I can stand today and in the ways of God, I can only testify. I can only testify because others you hear, no, I was an orphan, that's why I found myself doing this, that's why now I'm in prostitution, that's why I'm in drugs, that's why I'm now reckless like that. But for me, it's been God. It's really been God, because in all, mistakes happen, things that were not planned for have happened, but in all, God has been there, and God has really redeemed me and helped me to stand, to help that girl child that is there thinking, how am I going to survive this? How am I going to survive? How am I going to pull through out of this situation that I'm in? I'm an orphan. I don't have who, I don't have what.
Yeah.
I am here. If you are hearing to the sound of my voice, I came to tell you that there is a God, and if you hold to God wholeheartedly and totally depending on God, He really does things that you can never even imagine.
Okay, so basically it's a message to people who in a situation
vulnerable, especially girls.
No hope.
Yeah, no hope. Maybe a single mother.
Yeah.
At a tender age. Maybe going through rape, an experience of rape.
Yeah.
Maybe abuse. Anything that you would feel. There are things that you go through in life, you feel you're not worthy, you're not even worthy to stand. Yeah. So if you're going through such things that you really feel you are not worthy for living and giving your life back to Christ.
Or basically you don't think your life is worth anything.
Exactly. So if you think that way, listen to me. If I manage to survive, not by my own power, I am 30, and most of those things happen in like my early adolescent stage.
Okay.
And God has seen me through up to this day that I am 30. It's not something that I take for granted. It's God. So if you are listening to me and you are doubting the existence power of God, trust me, there is a testimony right here. This voice you are listening to is a testimony on itself. So at least hear it from me, look up to me and say, okay, if God did it for this person. I remember being in a hospital where people would come, the doctors would come, look at your report, they're looking at each other and they're like, all this in one person. You look at people that are coming to visit you, they are crying.
Like the funeral now.
Yes, and now if I could survive in such circumstances, who am I not to testify? And I am here to tell you that God is going to change your story as well. You're going to testify.
Well, you have every right to.
Yeah, sure.
And you living through it,